Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here is what happened while we were away. First off, we had a 20-year auction. Bond operators didn't exactly build in a big concession for today's 20-year sale, as the when issued yield moved largely in lockstep with the 30s since yesterday's close. In any event, there was scant evidence of a buyer strike, unless you count dealers, with a takedown of only 6.2%, which is weak. Bid to cover of 2.86 was super strong. This looked largely driven by directs with a 29.1 allocation. That's not really much of a surprise given the richness of the award weight. In any event, there was no evidence asset managers were stepping away from the Treasury market today. We have the Supreme Court is hearing Lisa Cook's case right now. Oh, struggling to find my words, Tracy. And it looks like traders are looking at those July rate cut bets. They seem to be intact, even though the justices seem to be very wary of Cook's firing. Moving on to natty gas. So we have a winter storm threatening the U.S. this weekend. Now, if it ends up being less than apocalyptic, like they say that it's going to be, natural gas futures are going to deliver a lot of pain. We've got the front month up more than 50% right now. And for the time being, it's actually a one-way train. Futures as far out as the 2027 strip are also gaining, though obviously most of the action is in the February 2026 contract. Traders are also keeping an watchful eye out in Texas, where most of the production and exports are derived. In the past, even kind of a mild snow has caused freeze-offs, temporarily halting both production and exports. And last time we saw anything like this was January of 2022, when nat gas futures jumped 55% in 2 days and then fell again 22% 2 days later. So please, if you're trading nat gas, particularly if you are contemplating holding over the weekend, just know that if the weather doesn't deliver, it might be an ugly, ugly Sunday night open. So just be careful trading nat gas into the weekend. We also have Bitcoin slide is easing, gains posted since the start of the year. So Bitcoin has now erased all the gains it's registered since the start of the new year, with investors remaining on the defensive following only the third year of negative returns posted over the last decade. Moving on to the equity market. So equities are kind of losing their relief bounce that we saw earlier today, when Trump decided or said that he won't use force to acquire the island. But the geopolitical risk is rotating, not fading. We have the USS Abraham carrier is now reportedly heading to the Middle East, keeping energy bid on Iran fears. That means higher volatility risk premium is warranted cross asset, making the current relief rally looking like just that, not a all clear signal at all, but just kind of a relief rally. From the options positioning perspective, the SPX is now in a more neutral gamma backdrop. Now, if today's rebound fails, 6,700 remains the first zone that looks like a real buy the dip opportunity. Negative gamma below 6,800 would accelerate a move lower, and a test of 6,700 likely arrives with the VIX in the 25 to 30 zone. And likely, if we do hit that 25 to 30 zone, probably see a meaningful reload of vol premium that could draw vol sellers back in. We have a January VIX options expiration this morning, cleared some of that overhead pull, but with the VVIX, which is volatile index, remaining high, at the high end of its typical relationship with the VIX, volatility options are very expensive right now. They're showing a premium for the type of convexity exposure VIX calls typically provide during meaningful drawdowns. So keep in mind, should today's rally not hold or well, we've kind of given back a lot of it, but if this doesn't hold, we could see a quick move to the downside perhaps tomorrow. So just keep that in mind while you are trading today. Stay safe, keep it tight, and I will pass it off to Jim for an edge report.
Thank you, Shai. Well, let's start with gold. It is still shining. This is a daily candle chart. We are way, way above the new support zone of 45.84. I have to go with some extensions to try to figure out where we're going here. We do have a target here at 49.66, spot 8. Just south of that magical 5,000 level. Pretty strong, even though we have a little bit of a seller's wick so far. Really, the story here is on the intraday chart. We do have a kind of a capital P volume profile distribution. Point of control is sitting healthily at 48.67, spot 1. Now, we've been going back and forth around the session VWAP all day, so it's a little bit disturbing. But right now, we're just sitting on top of it right now. Our feet are dangling over it. We do have a confirmation candle. We closed above it, but the second confirmation candle, I'm looking at a 30-minute, is not giving me that confirmation to see if we can get back up to that point of control. That one-day max, JAX 4, those are kind of important levels on the downside, and right between those two are the bottom of the value area, and that's at 48.29. So keep your eye there to see if we can maintain some support there. Call resistance is all the way down here at 4,800. Short of some new news, I would be surprised if we got down there that far. Let's go back and check a look at the E-mini S&P so far. It's also been a very interesting day today. This is kind of a daily. This is not kind of a daily. This is a daily chart. And again, I have that volume profile here that's kind of developing some data. We have this benchmark candle yesterday. The big candles I call benchmark candles. We have one yesterday. At this point, we're going to close below what's called the piercing line or the midpoint of that candle, which is not necessarily bullish. We want to see it close above that midpoint, which roughly corresponds with the 50 EMA. So now I'm kind of looking at that 68.75 level to see if we close above or below that. Right now, it's looking like we're going to close below, but the day is still young. Anything could happen here. We have a PAX line at 60. No, I'm sorry. This is where we opened on the year. 68.90, and then we have a PAX line down here at 67.95, which I have my eyes on as well. December lows, well, there's still a possibility here. This morning, if you were with me, I was super bearish here. I guess I still am, to be honest with you. Let's go to the intraday chart. Intraday chart volume profile is not that great because we did accumulate some volume above value for a little bit of time. Now we're right again. That session VWAP is not really helping anybody right now. We're trading below it. We had one attempt. We closed above it once, and that was it. No confirmation candle again. Instead, the opposite happened. We sold off to the pivot. Point of control is calling. Oftentimes, this does act like a magnet later on in the day, especially if there's no news. And that's 68.52. So we'll see. Right now, I'm kind of defining the conversation around kind of the meat of the volume profile. And I would say, 47s. Up to pretty much where we're at right now is my expectation going forward. Anything could happen, though. One thing to worry about is these big wicks around these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. We have big wicks at the bottom, big wicks at the top. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of volatility. Even though I think the VIX VIX is below 20 again. It's down to 1850. So we'll see what happens going in to the close. Our traders today, I'm sure, will look at that. Jack probably already has 3 or 4 positions on as we speak. I do want to show you one other thing that's new coming into NinjaTrader desktop. This is spectacular. This is Mike Burke developed this, and we're beta testing it right now and working out some of the bugs. And it's going to be an indicator that you add. It's a spread ratio where you could take 2 instruments or 2 markets and you can compare them as a ratio. At the top here, I just have a NASDAQ chart. Don't worry about that. On the bottom, though, I have set up gold versus silver. And so gold is in the numerator, silver's in the denominator. I could reverse that pretty easily if I want, and it shows the ratio of price. And so that's what you're looking at right now. That's that light teal line going down. There's a moving average also here that you could add, and also tweak to whatever kind of moving average you want. So this is going to be good to look at spreads for not only just gold, silver. You could look at Russell, Nasdaq as an example. Bonds and notes. Whatever the two you're comparing, whatever spread you're looking at. It'll show it, and you can see it'll show you trends. It'll show you inflection points. It'll show you things that turn. Real quickly here, while I got a couple seconds left, I'm just going to show you the indicator itself. And again, it's going to be launched soon, and we'll let you guys know how to get it. It's called the spread ratio. And then at the very top here, where it says root symbols, you can see I have GC, comma SI, gold over silver, and then you could go ahead and customize the look and feel of this. So in any event, I did want to share that. Mike Burke is he is the best, and we've got more than this coming, but this is almost here. So that is this afternoon's Edge Report. It is time for our main event. We have Trading the Close. Remember, we're early every single day from now on. 2 a.m. start time, Shy, me, and then boom, we have Salma, Jack, Tanja. Good afternoon, traders.
What's up?
Yay.
Tanja, I
for-
love your glasses. Yeah, you remind me of President Marcone now.
I feel like I've been wearing these glasses longer.
Yeah, he didn't look that. His were mirrored too. I don't know if you noticed that. I was like, not only are they colored and he's up on the podium, but they're mirrored. And I was like, wow, this guy's the GOAT. In any event. So thank you for being here, everybody. For sure. Any thoughts about going into the rest of the afternoon? Let's start with you, Jack.
So right now, I'm going to go with my most confident position, which is just long that gas into the close. It's had the most bullish move you could possibly see out of any market. And I just bought, I was not really, I'm a little under the weather, so I was kind of saving myself going into the end of the day. But we came up, we've been inside this consolidation all day long. And we ended up getting this rotation coming out of, lunchtime up in 11 o'clock. And I just drew the midpoint of that leg, got long it, figured I could keep my stop pretty tight here. And I'm probably even going to move it up in a little bit and just look for maybe a new swing high in the close. So that's my most confident position. I'm going to just move my stop up slightly below that low, just continuing with that overall trend. I love to get in markets that are clear one directional, then I don't have to worry about the two-sided trade, which I think the indexes have had a whole lot of here today. I am short both the ES and the NQ. I'm going to use my 25-minute rule here, which we're going to be approaching pretty quickly. As we've rotated down, I like to see if we've sold off for like 25 minutes. And if we have, then just kind of cap my risk in that time. If we can continue to push back down through here, I think like a 25,200 to 25,180 in the NQs. I think we can get a flush to new lows of the day. What a wild morning we had. Opening up and a gap down that it was immediately bid and then completely retraced. So it's just been reversals all day in the indexes. And I'm kind of thinking this last high we made coming out of lunch, the fact that we failed to continue up through that is going to be really important for a swoosh lower into close. So if we can hold those highs, I'm going to stay short. And if we can't, I'm going to be cutting it.
Awesome, man. Salma, what are you thinking?
Hi. I currently, right before we went live, I took profit up here, took some partials. I'm in runners right now on some longs on ES, currently in a little bit of red. The reason why I took this was on the higher time frame, on the hourly, it was looking like we were setting up for a reversal back up. These like candles right now are just kind of ruining my mood a little bit, but I was seeing some higher highs, higher lows, and I do have my stops at this previous low here. So if they do end up breaking the structure, I will get out, and then I will agree with Jack that we could see those lows again. But for now, as long as the structure stays intact, if bulls can come in, step in here, defend, and push us back up, then we'll be in the clear. We'll see what happens though.
Very awesome. Tanja.
Yeah, valid, very valid. I think that I'm also short biased for NASDAQ and ES into the close. Hopefully we have like a fun drop. Like we had a huge crazy morning. I was waiting for shorts all morning, and then it happened like around 11:40, 11:30. I did end up getting a position on, and then I took profit when ES it took out the new low of day, new low of session from the RTH hours, and Nasdaq didn't. That kind of clued me in that maybe it would retrace for a little bit. And that's what we did. So I'm hoping that now that was enough retracement into the hourly FEG we had left. Like we had a huge hourly rejection there. So I'm thinking that we'll have a nice rejection here and a continuation lower. Hopefully on the 5 minute starts following suit. We start breaking the new lows. Yeah, if Nasdaq breaks 25,200, I'd be interested in looking at more shorts.
Very awesome. Appreciate you guys coming in early, landed out on the line. Everybody who's here in chat, thank you for being here. If you're not in chat but listening, thank you for listening. Greatly appreciate the subscriptions. They're important to us. They're free, easy. Click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. We greatly appreciate that. And of course, we're going to get a lot of likes because we have a all-star team trading the close this afternoon. So having said all that, best of luck, traders, at the end of the day, and I'm going to dip it in the chat.
Ooh.
Take care,
Thanks,
Jim. Thanks,
Jim.
sir. I'm intimidated. It's me
Why?
that-
I see the bear flag. I see why you guys would be short bias, and I do love to play shorts, and I think I'm a better short trader than I am a long trader, but these
Yeah.
runners look like they're about to be cooked.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's comfortable here, but yeah, you are getting that formation. When I got short, that formation wasn't as good looking as it is now, which sometimes is the case where you get in, then it starts creating a pattern that makes you look like it'll eventually move. But for me, it's just that force of momentum and the failure to get any real continuation after that move up. We kind of came back to this morning's base. And the pressure has been, lower lows and lower highs. And, we made a pretty good run up at highs, but there just seemed to be nobody wanting to continue to buy that. I don't know if we're going to get stuck in a tight range though into close, or if we'll actually get what I'm looking for, which is new lows of the day. Cause that might not happen for a full hour or more. That's the only hard part about the position
Yeah.
that I feel like I'm in, is that we might actually not get that move till 30 minutes before the close.
Which is fine because we're on here till 4, so
Yeah.
it's
I mean, I
cool.
like to see things go my way a little quicker than that, but just from a risk management standpoint, because being short, I don't like to typically be short both indexes at the same time unless one of them, they're roughly the same entry. Which is just increasing my risk. So if we can just go a little lower where I can defend it, which I just don't feel comfortable enough moving my stop down to stay in this trade just quite yet. I need to give it more time. So, I mean, that number that Tanja had, that 25,200 for the NQs, like that's what I want to see crack. Otherwise, I feel
Yeah.
like if I move to stop down right now, I'd be over managing the position.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm sort of cautious of, is that if we had a like really fast morning and also early afternoon session, I'm worried that we might just chop around if ES took out the 9:30 low, filled in that RTH gap, and then we've retraced. So I'm worried that we're just gonna chop around. So that's why I'm kind of waiting for a break of a swing low on the 5 for ES and Nasdaq before I get into anything new. But I mean, it does look pretty weak. So
Yeah, it looks like it could go either way.
like yeah.
Yeah. So Salma, you said you're in some longs here, right?
Yeah, not the best entry. Again, I took it off of when I originally entered this, I was looking at higher time frames, and of course, I missed looking at the lower time frames, and so when I got in, I did get caught up in a little bit of drawdown, but the hourly looked really, really good. It was setting up for that potential reversal back up. And yeah, I was able to secure some because originally I was in 10 micros. Was able to secure some around 72-ish. Actually, like no, 70, I'm sorry. And then yeah, just decided to keep half on and see what happens with that half.
Yeah.
It really does look like it could go either way. I do see the reasons to be short as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody, or it could just like this morning, we could, I just think this tape is a little more jammy at this point in time, in a sense that like even the last swing high immediately rejected. And, this morning we had fairly aggressive continuation to both sides when we started moving.
Yeah.
Different market here today. I'm liking my nat gas trade a little better at this point in time, just because I'm sitting in these. I'm probably gonna cut one of them soon, just because at some point I'm gonna give it. See, it's 2:40. I'm gonna be cutting one of them by 2:45. I'm gonna give it 25 minutes. That's if I don't get stopped out or move. But when we're not moving, I try to tell myself that it's important to just not always have a ton of risk on. If you're not moving
Yeah.
right away, I don't need to be exposed to that. So I'm gonna give it a little bit longer to go, and then I'm just gonna make a decision and take it from there.
So do you take time stops? Like if you said 25 minutes, so like if it doesn't move, are you gonna take it off then?
Yeah. So I do like time management. So like when I get into a trade, I'll pay attention to like if a trade's moving my way like really fast within like 10 minutes, I will aggressively hold for like longer targets, because that typically means, if you get in a trade and all of a sudden it is just whipping your way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's usually going further, like we all have ideas of where we think trades are going, but I'll try to let the market give me an idea of where it's doing. So yeah, I do use time stops, like not like strict, like, oh, in 25 minutes, like I'm absolutely out. I'm just saying like in 25 minutes, it's not worth for me to stay both short the ES and the NQ if we haven't moved. I would just rather just not have the risk on. It doesn't mean I'm wrong. It doesn't mean I'm right. It's just like we haven't moved fast enough in the direction that I want us to for me to be able to justify being short both those markets.
Gotcha. So you'd probably like reduce positions at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see if
Cool.
that be the case. I'm also starting to warm up here in my home. So time to layer down before that cold. But yeah, the other thing, like nat gas, if this entry versus these index entries, just cleanly moving my way, able to kind of move that stop up, protect any downside pretty quickly. Like that's where I feel comfortable. Versus these indexes just quite aren't there yet. I say I'd move my stop down a couple ticks. Not that I think it really is going to make a difference, but we shouldn't get back up to those highs for me, for what I want to see.
Mhm.
So you, Tanja, you primarily, I know Salma loves the ES.
I do.
Loves the ES.
Yeah.
Tell me about your trade style. I don't know. I think have we been on before together? I don't
I
know.
think one.
Yeah,
Well,
one
no,
time,
actually,
or-
maybe we traded off between.
Yeah, or like an
maybe I was getting
overlap.
off and you were getting on, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I like the NASDAQ. I would say like 80% of the time I'm probably taking a NASDAQ trade, and then the other 20% is probably ES.
Gotcha.
But mostly NASDAQ. Although Salma doesn't like the NASDAQ, she'll warm up to her, I think.
I mean, I've traded NQ, and I think like when you first start off as a trader, NQ looks to be like more attractive just because the profits come quick, but then soon after you learn that the losses come just as quick. And so yeah, I started off trading NQ, quickly realized, not my market, not where I do my best, and then went back to, all reliable.
I think
ES.
I started with ES. I traded ES for like a year, and then I switched to NASDAQ. Like it was just around a time where NASDAQ was like ES was very stagnant and NASDAQ was giving you moves. So that's basically what ended up happening. I think it was like 2023, probably like late 2023 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, even if you think about like the way the ES's growth has been as far as like a point, the notional value of that contract. I mean, if you just go back to 2023, I mean, you're talking about the ES being sub 4K, and here we are, but 6K, and the moves are bigger.
Yeah.
Like when I first started trading the Nasdaq, I think it was under. I mean, I traded the Nasdaq under 3,000, which is pretty crazy. And
Wow.
yeah, and
How old are you?
I was 19. I'm 36.
Unk.
Unk.
Yeah,
Unk status.
Unk. Yeah, sure.
We need production to change Jack's name to Unk.
It's fine. I sound
I'm
like an unk right now. It's my lost voice. Got my deep. I don't even know. I just hope it goes away soon enough. I was supposed to stream yesterday. Now it's just like no, I can't do it. I'll sound horrible, but
You feeling
yeah,
better?
yeah. I mean, it's like
Honestly.
yeah, and I'm not feeling great, but like at least I have a bit of a voice to use at this point in time. But I'm just trying to rest up because I'm gonna go see my parents next week down in Florida, and I got a flight out of Chicago on Saturday, and I definitely don't want to be
Where are
getting.
you based?
They're in Naples,
Where
Florida.
are you based?
Oh, I'm in Chicago.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
so it's like very cold out there.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. I need to go down to Florida just so I leave my house. Because about the only thing I leave my house for is the gym and the grocery store. And it's like the gym has not been something I've been too aggressive with in this year. I am not the guy that's been jumping into the weight room to kick off the year.
No, new year, new you.
No. I mean, like I'm down and out right now. I'm down and out. Uber Eats has been
Dead.
my
Uh-oh.
yeah. It's dangerous living in a city like Chicago because you can just Uber Eats anything. I'm like, oh, this is horrible. I don't need to leave my house for incredible food.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that. Same thing in New York, I would say. Like, if it's, I don't think I've left my apartment since Monday. Yeah.
Tanya, what the heck?
What? What's the point? It's really cold outside.
That's so
Bro.
funny.
On Monday, I went across the street to the gym.
There you go.
And I met my personal trainer. I wouldn't go to the gym otherwise.
Got to be motivated. Got to pay somebody, right?
Yes.
Got to get
Yeah.
that stunk
To
cost
be
in there.
exactly a responsibility. That's some
Whoa.
yeah.
You have someone in the chat saying New York winter is not as bad as Chicago. What?
But I think Jack was just saying it's -17 over there.
Well, it's gonna be
I
on
think
Saturday.
that's
-14.
scary.
Yeah.
Let
Wait,
me
wait.
see.
Yeah.
On Saturday?
Sunday, we're supposed to get the snowstorm. I had
Yeah.
birthday plans on Sunday and I got an email saying, "Oh, like it's all canceled. Call us for a refund." I'm like, "Ah, brother." Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Sunday,
gonna be
Monday.
again. Yeah, but I did on when was it? Saturday. There was a huge snowstorm here, and I was actually walking. I got like 8,000 steps in. I was in the city running some errands, and there was a huge snowstorm. I had an umbrella for the snow, actually.
Nice.
That's how it was
Jack,
coming down hard.
I went to go meet up with Tanya and we were like just walking everywhere and I'm like, is this really what you do? You just walk everywhere? For me, we never walk. Walking here is foreign. You see someone
Well,
walking,
you're
they're a
in
weirdo.
Jersey, right? I was gonna say you guys are
Yeah.
pretty close. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I walk places. I mean, I got a car, but it's just
Look,
easier to
she's
walk.
got
I guess.
everything. She's got everything
Yeah,
within
I
walking
got like my eye
distance.
doctor within like 8 minutes.
Oh wow,
Holy
something just came
pump.
out.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Bam.
What?
It was just starting to look good too. That's why I
Bam.
trade with
Whoa.
brackets.
What's going on? We
I
need
don't know.
Tracy to tell us.
I think I know
Oh,
Trump
look.
is speaking at some.
That was at 1 though.
I
think.
don't know. It's
No,
just-
I see a link with
All
the
I know is
Associated Press.
I'm moving my stop up in the one market I'm left in.
Dude,
see
what
here.
a freaking candle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Trump, I imagine he's saying something. But anyways, looks like wait, you're still long, right?
No, I hit my TP.
Oh,
I didn't
nice,
even-
nice.
Oh, didn't that pump? Nice.
Yeah.
Love
I
that.
Didn't even have a chance. I couldn't move it. I would have trailed it if I could, but
Yeah, I mean, headline moves. There's nothing you can do about them.
I'm not complaining. Trust me. I'll take that any day of the week.
Take the dub, whatever that was. Whatever.
I'm trying to check.
I'm trying to find it. I don't even see it on my Twitter.
Let me see. We gotta go to trusty Walter Bloomberg.
Trump tweeted about Greenland. Yeah, I already checked it. Yeah.
Trump will not impose February 1 tariffs due to Greenland deal. Oh my God, he's such a taco.
Oh wow.
There you go.
There we go.
That's
We
a
formed
reason to
framework
pump.
of a future deal with respect to Greenland.
Dude, he is a taco.
Taco. Oh,
Well, you
man.
made money on that, Salma.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's,
it's
it's
not
a
often when
steak
that
taco.
happens. When I'm like, when you're
Lobster.
sitting in a trade and it works out to your TP, and bam, in like a minute like that. Damn.
Dude,
Lobster.
this turned out to be a pretty huge day for me.
Good for you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Gotta love those accidental big days. Like, oops. Gotta love an accident.
I mean, honestly, I tried to play strategic. Like, I took a trade pre-market, and I told myself I wasn't gonna touch anything until, like, the market opened up, settled down a little bit, and I had like a clearer read. And so I did that. I didn't touch anything until like around Euro close. Came in, took another trade at Euro close. We had a very nice short, and then another trade now, and that was it for me on the day.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean that move right there is going to change the structure. We're looking at 210 points in the Nasdaq on that 5-minute candle, and
Bam.
47 in the ES.
Here we go. I mean, Tracy and Craig are both dropping the headlines.
Here we go. We got the autopilot headline droppers. I love it. Love it. Yep. That's nothing. Nothing. You're either in or you're out on that trade. I mean,
Honestly, that could have gone either way. I could have seen the short, like I completely understood why you guys were short bias. I mean, it looked like the cleanest bear flag of all times. But they just
Yeah.
wouldn't break that structure. Damn.
it's tightening up my. I just.
Sheesh.
Dude,
What's
new
Natty doing?
highs.
What's
What's
Natty
what?
Gas doing?
We're basically up on highs. We popped on
Oh.
that, but it didn't have a major effect. It was a green candle close, but we could easily fall back in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm trailing my stop on that trade. But every trade I enter, I typically have bracket orders on, so and I'll just move them around so I don't have to worry about like setting a stop after entry. Or sometimes I'll even have limits on markets that I may not be looking at, and just I need to have a stop in there.
Yeah, totally.
Because when I am trading multiple markets, I'm basically just picking a price level and then letting it play out and then managing it, like I said, based on time. If we're not moving, get out. We were coming up in 10 more minutes. I would have just flattened that trade, but the tweets hit.
Yep.
The market's ripped. Yeah, it's been
Yep.
a while since we've been pretty headline driven though. Like
Yeah,
there's
he kind of
actually
took a break.
Yeah, I mean it was kind of a break. Now we're back at it. I mean, this is a headline market.
I want to
Totally.
see if we can push another 20 points or so on ES. I don't know if we get it today, but if we do, be interested to see if we sell back down. That's where I have like the midpoint for the gap from us dropping earlier in the week.
Mm-hmm.
And then if not, I can see us pushing another like 30 points higher from there.
Yeah.
But another thing I want to see is if we end up going back to all-time highs, do we make new highs and do we, shit the bed again? Do we dump? Because that's been the MO lately where every time we make a new high, drop, and then I guess that helps Trump's stats, right? Because they posted something not too long ago about how many times the market made a new high in his presidential term. And then it was the tweet was foreshadowing about like more to come. And so I guess those numbers get pumped the more we make a new high, drop, make another
When did he-
high, drop.
Yeah.
I'll have to find it.
He
But it was
definitely
like
foreshadows some of his decisions.
I mean, remember in April he said it's a good time to buy.
to buy. Yeah, that
Yep.
was like the clearest buy signal.
Buy single ever. Single ever.
I think it was
Yeah.
from the White House. Let me see. I'll have to find it. Damn, they post so much.
All right, let's drop the politics and move to the charts for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if there was. Let's see here, cracking up. I mean, levels new high of the day for the ES, and we're still below that prior day high. If we get above the prior day high here and can close above that Tuesday high, I think tomorrow will be a sit back and kind of wait for the dip. Today, two-sided day today. You can make money on both sides, but if we close above, of course, I think almost any day you can make money on both sides unless you're in a true trend day, which are pretty rare. there's always a pullback, but it's like when I make the decision to like, hey, like I'm just looking for a pullback, even if I think the market could sell off, I'm not really interested in taking that trade. Do you guys ever feel like that, or are you always like willing to trade both sides?
Oh, I'll trade
Not,
whatever I see.
um, well, if I'm coming in, I'm just looking for a specific trade. I've rated down, and then like that, those are my best days, I would say, when I'm just looking for that. I'm focused on one side that I really want to happen. Like the other side could happen for a retracement or something else, and I could still make money on, like, it means I'm confident on my original thesis, right? So I want to go with that. So yeah, most of the time do try to pick like a side. But like you said, this back and forth market, oftentimes I am neutral, but when I do have a one-sided bias, then I'm just gonna focus on longs that day.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel the same with you about like, you know, when are your best theses? And it's like if I'm looking at like when I'm searching through different markets, if I can find markets where I believe that, you know, that the bias, that there's like a pretty strong bias, and then I can just focus on like getting in that trade as opposed to like trying to two side. I just think that's what takes my risk to reward ratio a little higher,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to like when I'm shifting to a market that's more range bound. I know like there's really little to no chance for like a 4-to-1, a 3-to-1, amazing on a range day, 2-to-1, even great. I'm like battling for a less R on my trades on a range day.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Um, let's see here, but yeah, I mean, here in this case, like we've rallied so hard. I would, you know, if we can get some pullbacks, where would you be a buyer on some pullbacks, Salma? Would you like looking for
So
a
this would
pullback
be,
here?
I would probably look, I mean, we're so far. I mean,
Yeah,
I wouldn't take a trade until we probably came back down to the 9 EMA maybe, or I would
that's
want to see how we do around the yearly open level on ES, which is 6902.
Yeah.
That's the level. I think it should be on
Nasdaq's at its
NQ.
weekly open right now, like
Yeah.
25,480.
um,
Yeah, ES is above its yearly open. I've kind of it's been fighting back and forth with that level past few days for sure.
Yeah, I think that should be like the line in the sand for, bulls and bears. I think
right
that's the
there.
level Pax has been watching, level Craig's been watching.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta
I
pull
think
my options levels.
Farm as well.
I haven't pulled them up here this morning. Question in the chat: what's our opinion on bots? That's a pretty broad question. So, what bots are you referring to?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Many types of bots. Trading
Mm.
bots. I mean, I got a robot vacuum. I really like it.
Oh, I hate mine. I sold mine.
Really? Do you have mine mops? What was wrong with yours? Mine mapped the floor so good.
Mine mapped the floor, but then like it wouldn't like work. Like it would get caught up on my rug. So then I was like, I don't want to like fold up my rugs every time. And then
Yeah.
it would get like it would get stuck onto like one of my bar stools. It would like keep going against it, and, like turn around. And it would like go on top of it, and then I need to come and put it down. And I'm like, why am I like babysitting a
Babysitting it. You're
vacuum?
babysitting it.
Yeah,
Which
well,
brand was it?
in a vacuum right now, so I just sold it.
Nice. You sold it to make somebody else's problem.
Well, no, it's like one man's trash is another man's treasure. You said you love yours.
Well, I
Maybe
didn't buy.
someone doesn't
I
have
didn't-
rugs
I have the
or
Dream Bot. It's called like Dream Home. Forgot what model it is, but I know there's like different levels to them for sure. I had a one that
oh
was
no.
before that was giving me a lot of problems.
Yeah, for what I think I paid $5 for a vacuum is not worth it. Definitely took a loss when I resold that, but I don't care. Now I'm really happy it's gone. I don't have to see it anymore.
This is our opinion on bots. She hates them. I like them, but it kind of depends.
There you go.
Trading bots. My opinion on trading bots. I mean, once again, that's such a broad statement. The trading bots, for the majority, automatic trading is the majority of the volume. I do use some, you know, I've written codes that I think it can be helpful. It's like anything that's automated, it's a reality. Clearly, the reaction to that information was probably a lot of automated. And then I also read the other day that the majority, like 90% of post earnings volume is driven by bots making decisions, that are like a month to 3 months out. So I mean,
Wow.
just get with it or don't. It's just a part of trading. It's part of trading.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on that, but I do like how ES swept. I had this 4-hour level marked 69.17. We just swept it, and now we just also swept previous week low, and we're currently hovering right below the current year mid. So we are at some really interesting levels here. It's a crazy push.
bonds breaking out, huh? Let's see. I wanted to.
But yeah, Jack, I don't know where I would relong. This is tricky.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I'm personally not going to be really aggressive in this market, but
Yeah, it could make it like a level, establish a level for tomorrow or something like that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Could just keep going. Wait, Salma, what was your level for like half of your gap
Oh, wait, which one? I'm sorry.
on ES? The half
Oh,
the regular hours.
69.32.
Alright, cool.
69.32.
I do have
I
a lot of
have
gold right here, but I don't know if it's going to stop. 47.70. Too much momentum to the downside for me to stick my neck out right now in GC, but
yeah, I think metals are a little too crazy now.
the way I look at it is like we can be trading a support level I like with low volatility or high volatility. When we're trading it with high volatility, I just simply have to use a bigger stop, which reduces my risk reward ratio.
Yeah.
And that's something I like to consider like when I'm like really thinking about a trade. It's like, damn, do I need like a 60-point stop in the NASDAQ right now? Because like our average true range in a 5-minute chart's 80 points. You know, like
Totally. And it's like just stressful.
yeah, I mean, we just made
Yeah.
33-point move in gold in the last 5 minutes. Like, even if I like it here, it's like, well, we're moving really fast. Sometimes, but if we're trading a level here, like in gold, and I like it, I'll just wait for the Asian session. You know, we'll definitely be lower vol in the Asian session and probably around the same level, and it'll give me an opportunity to take the same trade without using a larger stop that I'm comfortable with. Let's see here. I say so. I'm looking at some options levels that I have in these indexes, and really the next thing major I have in the ES is 69.56.
69.56.
Yeah.
I have 69.58 as the next. So like if we were to get above 69.32, the next midpoint level that I have for another gap would be 69.58. So I kind of see what you're seeing there.
Yeah, I'm pulling up bonds here too. Ever since I haven't traded bonds in a couple weeks, but really clean stair step in action today in ZB. Just this is the type of action I actually really like to see. Just boom, halfway back, rally halfway back. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this if we can come down a second. Okay, it could be just that my voice is running out. I'll try to move my mic a little closer. But or maybe I'll move close to my desk so it doesn't fall in my way. Anyway.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna take another trade. It's just been such an amazing day. Don't see a point in giving back any gains. And here's the midpoint. See what we do there.
I'm gonna boost. Guys, if everybody who's watching can tweet out or share on social media the current stream, we are close to breaking a record. We are
Wait,
close
what
to
record?
847.
Wait, what's 847? Tell me.
It's the area code on my phone number.
Bro.
I don't know.
Bro, what?
Apparently, it's also our concurrent viewers, peak concurrent viewers. Yeah, I'll share it, but I mean,
wait, 847 is the most viewers for like the trade to close?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it has to be.
Either. I feel like we've had more on
for trade the open. We definitely
trade the open's huge.
Wait, if that's the case, hold on. I will.
Wow.
Wait, really? What?
All right, let's do it. We're breaking it. The people love us. Hear my
All right,
raspy
I just sent one thing, and then I'll post on my Twitter as well.
All right.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Let's take a look here. Awesome. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not because of me.
What's
But-
not because of you?
All of the viewers.
No, you don't know that. You don't know if people tune in specific for you.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. It's definitely because of you guys.
Yeah. Because of your unk status.
Because of my own status. So like I heard there's a dinosaur on NinjaTrader Live. I should trade wheat because I sound like a horse. Man, we are just ripping.
Bro, I'm dead. He said I should trade.
What? That was funny.
Uh,
Oof.
awesome. Awesome. Alrighty here. Yeah, I'm just sticking with my
Dude, they are just nonstop buying this. Wow.
I know. Well, I mean, I think okay.
I mean,
well,
this is awesome. I love to witness something like this.
Well, now I
very
start
clean.
thinking about like when you get this aggressive of buying, like if that distribution on the lower end of the market is actually over, in a sense that, we've been selling off for a while now. And the power of the move out of a low like that, especially if there's like some confirmation or like, I don't know, like whatever the market has viewed, I start thinking about like into tomorrow or like into like, are we going to take out those swing highs? Like, I mean, let's take a look at like some higher time frames
Yeah.
here. I don't know if you got them up. I mean, we're like I said, if we take out that prior day's high, like we're immediately going to move back into that range we broke down from.
Dude, we're
Is it-
approaching the 9 EMA on both ES and NQ. If we don't see sellers step in there, this is setting up for a very nice, rest of the week.
I mean, we
Mhm.
talked about those. I'm about to like really start looking at this really high. I call this high and tight. This type of action, as they refer to as high and tight, it just stays high and the ranges are tight and there's like very minimal pullback. But I mean, that level you gave Salma at 69.50. What was it? 69.58.
58, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not looking that far away right now.
No, right now it's looking very, very possible.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, and if that, I mean, that's what I got up there. Like I said, I think I said 55 or 52, whatever it was. But I am gonna start. Man, this is so crazy, so aggressive.
But like I also have, some fib levels here off of the daily time frame, and buyers just don't seem to care. They're just pushing price right through. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some orders below the market and just.
What are you doing?
I'm just using, so I'm gonna use like this high we had at 233 and then just draw to every new high until we get a pullback from that like divisible level. So I'll show you a little fib here. Where are you at? Here we are. So just like take this high and draw it to whatever high that is, and then just limit it. As long as we're staying in this type of action, like I'll trade it until it breaks and up until that 56 level. Once we get that 56, but I feel like there's still 20 points of upside here that I see, and based on the way the market's acting, it's just like you can come in with a tight stop, and a tight target.
Yeah. I'm just reading the chat here. Someone's asking, what indicators do we like to use? Honestly, I like to keep my chart clean. I just have a simple 9 EMA on, and I just have my key levels. That's about it.
So this
Key
is
levels, sorry, Jack, just like key levels as far as, like the weekly open, whatever, previous day high, previous week low high, just levels that I need to keep an eye out for. And instead of me having to manually go in and draw them, I just use an indicator for it. But those are like really the only things I use. What about you guys?
I just have 8:30 open, 9:30 open, midnight open. And that's kind of it.
Yeah, I
I'll manually draw out like previous day high, things like that.
I used to manually draw them until like I realized, there are so many levels that are actually important that I was missing. And I figured just I give up. I don't want to manually draw anything anymore. Give me the indicator.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never looked back.
yeah. The indicators I have on my screen are just some codes I've written that well, it's fair value gap, which like most people know, and then because this is a new chart, I don't think I have everything loaded, but I pay attention to like a multitude of things, and then I just have a oscillator on the bottom that tells me if we're above or below those things. It's like just something I've created, but yeah, inside of that is like value, or not value, is volume, VWAP, and what's something I call one of my favorite indicators, I would say, is what I call as my expansion indicator, which tells me if the range has expanded more than 50% of the average, like we did at that, that bar that, we at 425, or sorry, 1425, which is 225. We're 25 minutes past that. So that's like my theory. Like, had I been long, ideally, if you can get it quick enough, just let that market go as soon as you start expanding in your range, because you don't know how high you're going to go. We're just keeping it going. I never had an entry into that trend, and now that we're 25 minutes into it, I'm just trying to get it. But we are getting my breakout here in Nat Gas finally. I'm thinking that might actually get the high of the day. Just going to manage that. But yeah, Nat Gas, I believe.
Yeah, your trade is working out very nicely.
That's my goal, is just to get in, find trends, get in them, manage them if they're not moving, and hold them if they are.
I don't think I've ever traded literally anything relating to. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking.
I
I'm gonna stop.
need to stop. What?
Just
I mean,
stop.
I haven't traded nat gas in a really long time. I was just like, I was so sick yesterday that like I could barely trade, and then today I was like, all right, the thing is up historically, like it is a historic move. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
trade it long. Like what? I'm like, like just trade it long. Just find an entry. All right, there's that selling pressure.
Yeah, here we go. I mean, we just swept, I don't know about NQ, but on ES, we just swept the weekly open and yesterday's high.
All
Seeing
right.
some sellers step in. Hello, Shab. Shab said Unk, Tanya, and Salma.
Let's go. I don't mind it.
Order submitted.
Oh, I'm going 18 quarter here in the ES. I don't know if we'll get it, but
Someone just asked me about the ATR indicator I use. I'll just drop the link in the chat.
yeah, I don't have one, unfortunately, but I will get one going here soon. Oh, I just realized you're sharing my whole screen on YouTube. Move that over.
I don't think your screen is being shared right now.
I think it was a second ago.
It
Though.
was. I'm moving it. I'm. Here we go. I'll leave it in the right corners here.
Are we gonna get that gap fill?
What's the macro story on that gas? The temperature.
String.
The temperature is the macro story. There's a huge. I mean, if apparently, I don't know if it's true, but I read that like, what is that? Nashville's gonna get 23 inches of snow. Like what? I think
Yeah,
they're
it's just about weather. We're supposed to get some like storm that's a historic storm if it happens.
I should
These-
probably go. We should gotta stock up on water, guys. No, it's like freezing. I mean, we don't really get freezing rain up here, but the Beltway, whatever they call it, I'll definitely be pumping my heat because it'll be cold enough here. But I think it's a lot of parts that are not used to it. It's the coldest storm all year is hitting basically starting this weekend across the U.S.
I hope it's a nothing burger. I'm tired of the snow.
nothing.
Are you cleaning your car and stuff a lot?
No, I have my brothers for that. I'm not.
Okay.
Dude,
I
you
have
know what
my
I've been doing
brothers for
too?
that.
Do you
Wow,
know
that's
what?
what is family for? Clean your car.
Yes. Hello. Shoveling and all that is like a man's job, but
I agree. I agree.
no, but I've also just been doing like the push start from like my phone. Just start my car and it'll blast the heat on like the windshield and
Okay.
I'll just be good to go. If it's like not too much snow, I'll do that. Yeah, I don't have time to be doing all that. And no, I'm not paying them. I have
Oh
older
yeah, no. You
brothers.
think she's paying her brothers to do it?
No, they're
No, she's
grown.
not.
Not.
Yeah.
They're grown men. No,
They're
they're not
grown.
getting
They
paid.
should be happy to help.
Yeah, exactly. They should feel proud to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
I love it. I definitely used to mow lawns and shovel driveways. Every opportunity, I was like, man, a snowstorm came. I'm like, I'm gonna make it at least $80.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Come up, come up. The snow for a little
Wait, do you guys know the TikTok trend? Maybe this is just like
streamer
TikTok
called
trend
Snow
where it's like
Shovel.
the lion doesn't concern himself with, and then it's like whatever, XYZ. No?
Yeah,
You guys know what I'm talking about?
I feel like it's been around a lot longer than TikTok. The line,
Yeah, I've heard that quote
Yeah.
a lot. I don't know.
Okay, well, the lioness doesn't concern herself with the snow, guys.
the
Okay.
lion does not concern herself with short. Roar. Okay, Salma, roar. We're gonna be if we can beat the 847 streamers, then you got to dress up like a lion. Oh, that'd be a good
No.
one.
That's a no for me.
A
I ever,
lion.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I guess it's a trend that is just coming back, but I was seeing it all over TikTok. I just thought it was funny.
oh man, one of my most embarrassing stories of my childhood is me dressing up as a lion.
For Halloween.
No, so this is so sad. It's gonna make me cry. But when we were kids, I'm not gonna cry. But so like it was like a kindergarten like play or something, and everyone was supposed to like home make their costume. But of course, like my mom was the only one that made me home make my costume. So I dressed as a lion made out of like a paper bag, like a grocery store bag that was like the outside of this car or outside.
Like a brown bag.
Yeah, like a brown bag, like decorated like a lion, and all these other kids just had their like sick costumes, and it looked so stupid. I was like so embarrassed.
Oh, stop. That's so sad.
I know.
It's a core memory.
It's okay though. Yeah, it's okay.
It made me a better trader, though. Kidding, it had nothing to do with that. uh, keep going, I guess. I'm really gonna lose my voice after this stream.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah, well, I'll be on with Nick tomorrow, so yeah, I know he'll do the talking.
All right. I think this is seller's chance if they want to push price down here. And if not, it looks like we'll just like bull
Well,
flag at the highs.
It looks like it's about to shoot up again.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
just a, bull flag.
Definitely, that low was immediately bid. It was like a 1 minute down move.
Yeah.
Trying to look for something else to see. I haven't took gold off here.
We have Philip in the chat asking if we trade multiple symbols or do we focus on one? So obviously we know Jack trades. He trades everything.
He's a jack of all
He's a
trades.
jack of all trades.
I
yeah.
trade what's moving.
He just be trading. I like to trade ES and I do dabble into the metals, but that's about it for me. Stick to what I'm, good at. Air quotes.
Yeah.
Air quotes.
Yeah. And then I like the NASDAQ the most, but I'll take ES trades. And I haven't really taken many metals trades, but I mean, how much is gold up today, actually? Let's see.
I love days like
Go
today
down.
where the market presents opportunities for
Oh,
both sides. It's such
Yeah.
an easy day, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Both sides
I
is
just
definitely
like
better
when it's
than
where
one
there's
side.
volatility and you could get some follow through.
Well, I'll be honest, I
And
don't particularly like, for example, that candle that pushed us. It just happened to work in my favor. But I don't like those tweets or tape bombs. I prefer I like when we move, but I don't like when the market just has like crackhead energy. It's just sometimes a little bit too hard to what, Jack?
You don't like crackhead energy?
No. No.
Come on,
Today I did
you're from New
because
Jersey. New Jersey is crackhead energy. What are you talking about?
hey yo. No New Jersey slander, please.
How do you think your car gets shoveled out when it's 5 degrees? It's crackhead energy.
I'm dead. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't love when Trump talks or like tweets. She's never traded a Trump tweet market. Not true. Been trading for a very long time. That doesn't mean I have to like it.
I tell you what, I don't care who's tweeting her as long as I'm making money. If it's him or somebody else, if I'm in a trade.
I mean, listen, when it works out in your favor, hell yeah, I'm all
Yeah, what are
for
you
it.
mad?
But
I wanted to get stopped out. Give me a stop. Uh, anyway, I can win. Give it to me. But no, I mean, reactionary markets are always going to be part of things we trade. And COVID headlines are one thing, there was, I mean, in 2020, it'd be like, there's 15 people dead, like mark it down. There's always a different headline or a different thing that causes movement. What does Jim Cramer
oh,
says?
Jack, are you contagious?
I mean, not through here. I think you're
I'm
good.
coming. I don't know. I feel like I caught something from you.
If you did, I mean, I'm really sorry, but that'd be the first. That'd be the first. Yeah, XA, yeah. I think they've
Tanya,
bottomed
take your
out.
vitamin C. You'll be okay.
I just took vitamin B12 complex. I took fish oil and I took vitamin D. I don't take C.
Take C and you'll be good during the winter. You won't get sick.
Yeah.
Mm.
I kind of want to try a short here. It's
Ooh,
looking iffy.
risky bisky.
It is very risky, and I
No,
don't
I
know
mean
if I want to.
hey, define your risk. Who knows? We've been going up for a while here.
Yeah, and like I said before, I mean, we hit the 90 MA on the daily at around 69.45, and then that's obviously where we started to see a little bit of selling pressure come in. We swept weekly open, swept the previous day high. This is ideally where you would want to see sellers step in,
For sure.
but
It's also a time cycle for me. Like literally, if you look at when the rally began, it lasted 25 minutes.
yeah, and then like
Just stopped.
if I took the short, I would obviously have stops at the highs, and then I would have TP around 69.20, which is like the 90 MA on the 5 minute. And if you're someone who doesn't want to short and you want to reload longs, you would obviously hope to see buyers step in at that 69.20.
Yeah. Yeah. Long HG. I am looking at copper right now. I definitely think we've bottomed out here. We're near the bottom of that daily range in copper, but I don't have a trade on.
I have some FCX calls, some long-term FCX options.
Nice.
But actually, let me check on them. Let me check on that. They were up in the morning. Now we're back to break even.
Oh
Not
yeah,
cool.
copper's moving.
Yeah, I have till April on these. I just kind of I took.
You normally trade leaps?
Yeah. So now, ever since I like transitioned over to futures for day trading, my focus is fully on futures. I don't day trade options at all anymore, and I learned that buying time is better than not having time.
Yeah.
And so now I just have a long-term port where I try to have at least 2 months out Doesn't necessarily mean I'll hold, doesn't necessarily mean I even have to hold more than a week, but just having that time on my side
For sure.
definitely helps with like me not having to check it all the time, having time, not having to fight against theta, and then, whenever I want to TP, I can TP, and I can just
Yeah, I
chill.
definitely think if you're day trading futures, it's pretty hard to day trade options at the same time.
Well, I mean, I used to do it. I just don't love. I really don't love day trading options.
Yeah,
It's
I think
not.
it's for me, like day trading options versus day trading futures is just like the risk mechanisms that you can use. And then also, I feel
Much
there's
more
like an inherent
stressful.
FOMO in options trade
Yeah.
that just
Yeah,
makes
for
me
sure.
unable to like manage trades as mechanical as I can with futures because you're like, oh, I'm up 200, but then it went up like 800. We've all been in those trades where like you've dumped them and they've like gone to the moon. You're like, I would have made 100 grand off three. It's like, and then like for the rest of your life, it just haunts you. Like that thought process is just like, oh, there's that one trade I was in.
Totally. I 100% agree. Like you could have, and then that's not a good mentality because then you feel bad about about a winning trade. If you feel bad about a winning trade, then it's not a really good setup for success there.
By the way, just real quick, I did take 3 micro short on ES here, just targeting that 9 EMA on the 5 minute.
Well, I hope your exits
And then
might
stops
actually-
at the highs. Yeah, thank you. But going back to like what we were just talking about with like options, yeah, it's just it's not fun. I prefer futures where it's just me versus price action, whereas like with options, you're battling like which name to trade, what company's got what news, who's got an upgrade. Oh, thanks, Tanya.
Oh yeah, it's a
Just
lot
did
of
it.
information.
Yeah, and then like you have to worry about the Greeks. Like I don't want to do any of that. I would much rather
worry about the Italians.
just do this. Just do this.
He's got dad jokes, but he just really is an unk. Not helping your unk status.
He's
Fine.
almost
I'm here to entertain.
Salma, which futures did you choose to trade coming from trading options? I mean, I've traded ES, I've traded NQ. Mainly stick to the indices. I prefer ES. Me and NQ don't have a great relationship. And I have in the past heavily traded gold where I kind of ditched ES for gold. And now I've given it a little bit of a rest, gone back to ES, and then sometimes during Asia session, I'll take 1 micro on silver, and that is enough to stress me out. And I'm good. That's it. That's really all I do. Guys, 1 micro, it will have you sweating.
It's kind of hard when you have only one contract too, because like I personally like to like take partials and hold runners, and so it's hard because then you have to think about, okay, where do I take my full position off to take it all off?
Like honestly, it's okay because I don't even think I could like really do more than 1 micro, especially like on these prop accounts. Unless maybe if I had like a 150K account and I had a much more leeway with the drawdown, then okay, I'd be like, yeah, it totally makes sense. Oh wow, the drop is working out. But like I mainly stick to like the 50K accounts where like the drawdown is 2K. And honestly, with 1 micro, if you walk away on a silver trade and you don't have like a stop set, you will blow your account within, 5 to 10 minutes on a good move. For me, it's not worth it. I have to actually like sit there, manage it. Sometimes I'll like take profit beforehand. But yeah, it's good profit. Like it's good to trade if you're looking for, a quick move, scalp, get that profit, get in, get out. But yeah, you can lose just as quick as well.
Yeah. Very tempted to short Bitcoin here.
Do we ever do the Russell? I personally don't, although I should probably start looking at it. It's been moving much better than ES and Q. It's also been, if we do get that rotation out of ESNQ and the Russell continues to push higher, it would be the one that I would look to trade.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that small caps could have a chance to get a good rally this year, and they've talked about it on the Sunday show. They talk about it in the morning when, Farm gets on. Guys, tune into the shows. They're really, really good.
In the morning.
Yeah, morning, Sunday. I love the Sunday show as well. It really does help me.
I'm about to get out of this. And
What are you in?
not gas. I don't like that candle, so I'm just taking that off finally.
Beautiful trade.
Thank you. I'll take it. But yeah, the biggest, let's see. What's the biggest mover on the day on a percentage change? Well, nat gas, of course.
See the
The
15
Nikkei, I don't trade that, but the Japanese markets are up pretty big today. 2.4% move. And the NKD. Actually really like the way that's trading right now.
Do you ever follow NKD? I do have a friend who he's actually really good with that stuff where he looks at Japan's market in correlation to ours and uses it to take his trades.
Yeah, I have bigger levels that I watch. There was Scott Bassett said that he thought that the markets were actually responding to the Japanese bond markets. I don't watch Japanese bond markets by any means, but I do think there was a level I had at 52,200 in the NKD that we've come off of pretty aggressively.
Ooh.
I'm getting short Bitcoin.
Oh, we're at 823 viewers. We're almost there to breaking the record. Come on, guys. We need 20 people.
Just hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button too while you're at it. Wait. I gotta hold on.
That's funny.
Ooh, Salma's your trade is gonna about to work out. Let's see.
I just lowered TP a little bit. Wait, I want to make an announcement real quick. Get people in.
Let me log on to my burners. Hey, get your burners on.
I'm dead.
We are fame. I can't leave my house anymore because of NinjaTrader Live. People just be asking to be like,
okay, we need 13 more people. We're almost there. I sent out a message in my Discord. Let's see if they show up. If they don't, shucks. Salma, can I ask why you moved your TP? Is there any reason for it, or was the first TP only a placeholder? No, original TP was going to be the 9 EMA on the 5-minute, but I do think that if we get the move that I'm looking for, we can get a move more to the downside. Really, I would want to target the yearly open 6902. I just
Trump
don't think we drop.
Again.
Is he?
BC.
Come
yeah.
on,
So
dude! I can't.
If you're in shorts, I'm scared.
I'm gonna cancel. I'm canceling all my orders.
That's what Tracy says. That's what Craig Shapiro says. Trump is back on again.
If he's back on, I'm lowering TP. I'm okay. I'm okay with getting stopped out at the highs. That's fine. But if he's gonna push us down, we'll get another crazy candle to the downside.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be kind of crazy if you get two huge moves and you're in the trade at the same time. Tanja, can we see the money again? If Salma's TP gets it, yeah.
Wait, you have the money gun on you right now?
It's right next to me, yeah.
Load it up.
Tanja just lives with the money gun. She sleeps.
I'll have it loaded. I'll have it ready.
Unfortunately, guys, I don't have a money gun, so I can't. Oh, we're almost there. 3 more people.
I got hundos on the desk.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that doesn't carry cash?
And you're
ever.
a girl. You're a girl. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I show up and I have literally
this is
just-
all just for the money, gun. Otherwise, it would.
This is what I
Come
show
on.
up with.
Shoveling
And-
snow is for men, and so is cash. Let's be honest.
And I just show up and I will literally just have like chapstick in my purse.
You gotta have a wad of cash on you for tipping people.
There we go, guys. This is the
In
record
New York.
867
Gotta get through the door, guy.
people. We broke the record.
I'm a
Oh, we
silver
did?
dealer.
Nice.
I keep pneumatics on my desk.
Oh, yeah.
We broke the record.
Yes.
There we go.
Wow, smashed it. We just like that was an all-time high. Just poof. Wow, don't tell me I bottom tick Bitcoin. Go lower.
Trump on Greenland framework will last forever for Greenland. Okay.
What does that even mean, though? Nobody knows what it means. It's provocative.
Nobody knows.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Nobody.
It
Okay,
keeps the people going.
It keeps the people going. All right, we need likes on the stream, guys. And we need you all to stick around.
We'll see if Salma's trade hits TP.
Dude.
So far it's good because he's talking and he's not pumping it right now. It's not pumping, so
That means it's gonna dump. It's
Yeah,
not going
I mean,
up, it's going down.
Guys, if we get another TP, that will be insane. It'll
That would be cool.
freaking crazy.
It's Salma's day.
I am having one hell of a day.
I feel like Philip Ortiz is a AI bot and he is just taking notes on every answer we say.
Uh-oh. So what's your trading strategies? Mine, like you can check out Chart Fanatics. I did a video on their channel and it's like pretty much goes over what I look for every day. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution.
Oh my God, come on. Okay, whoever asked me before why I moved my TP, well, original TP would have hit right there at, 23. Would like to see lower. And if Trump is speaking and he pushes us back down, again, I could see 69.02. I'm just not willing to hold until then.
Give me my 18s and then boost it.
Copy trading Salma is more profitable than inverse Crammer. Guys, let's calm down. Inverse Crammer
That's the
is
heat.
he is the indicator. He is
I wish I was as good as he is bad.
That's awesome. We need to put that on a shirt.
What I wish is I was
Did you
as
ever
good
see
as he is bad.
the clip, the bowler, he goes, "Who you think you are, I am." That's the best.
Oh yes,
That's-
that one. Yes,
Yeah.
the bowling video.
Yeah.
That video has so much aura.
Yeah.
Someone says Salma, say Crammer again. Crammer.
Kramer?
Am I
Wait, is
saying
that
it
what you
wrong?
say? It's Kramer.
It's Kramer.
Bro, it's
Crammer.
Crammer.
Grammar. It sounds inappropriate.
Crammer. Why?
Hey, at least she doesn't say bagel like bagel.
Yo, that
I'm
was
funny.
crazy.
So
That's
salty.
funny.
I was saying earlier I should be trading grains because I sound like a horse.
To Unk. That's crazy. This whole time I've just been saying that, guys. I didn't even know it was wrong.
Actually, he's got a great book.
No, never. I never watch a show. I don't know. I always assumed the way I said it was the right way.
His book, I forgot it's like something on Wall Street. It's a really good book. 'Cause he used to be a hedge fund manager.
Yeah.
Who?
Let me look up this book. It's really worth reading.
Oh, Jim gave us a shout out. Dude, Jim is so awesome. Jim, I retweet all your
Hi, Jim.
tweets. I retweet all of Jim's tweets. Trump, tariffs for nations dealing with Iran going forward is 25%. Sheesh.
Okay, I should just cancel this order. No, we're 4 bars down.
Come on. If we're gonna flush, just send it. Give me another banger on stream.
Wow.
Order submitted.
Philip is asking, have you guys read trading books? And if so, which? I'll be honest. The only trading book I've ever read was the Candlestick Bible. I never really finished it fully. And then I started The Best Loser Wins not too long ago, and then haven't really read it since. But if you're looking for like a book that's gonna teach you everything about trading, no such thing. Same goes for videos, same goes for indicators. If you're gonna read a book, read it because you're just trying to gain, a little bit of insight on whatever topic it is you're reading. But it's not gonna there's no magic light bulb that's gonna go off all of a sudden because you read a book.
Yeah. I think
That's my opinion.
the
I could
first
be
trading book I read was Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. That's like a really good one. Especially for people that are just starting out. It really gets you in the mindset of probabilities and letting your trade just work out. And then I like The Mental Game of Trading by
That's
Jerry
a good one.
Tendler. That's my favorite. And then Best Loser Wins is good too. That's an easy read. Like you can probably read that in a couple days. And let me think. I like Market Wizards also. Yeah.
That's a lot. You just named a lot off the top of your
It's
head.
4.
Dude, that is a
Tanja,
lot.
Not a
Tanja,
lot.
are
Look
you
at
a
all my books over
librarian?
here, dude.
Dude, the
These are
books
all
behind me are just
the-
for show.
Librarian, librarian, librarian.
This is one of my bookshelves. This is my smaller one, and this is like works bookshelf stuff. And then the one in my living room is like life and also like fiction. Yeah. And coffee table books. I love coffee table books.
Nice. I think that's a good list. So, guys, get
What
ready.
about you? You got one?
I mean, everyone I got you guys names. So,
Yeah. I think I would start with probably Trading in the Zone, and then Mental Game of Trading, because that gives you actual strategies and things to do. People get in the like, listen, guys, just read a book and don't
Read a
million
book.
books. And actually do the things that it says in the book. So I think
It's
Mental
easy
Game of
for
Trading
us.
is really good for that. Actually do the things, not just like don't just keep doing like get information overload. It makes you feel good as if you're being productive, but you're not doing anything in your life to actually put anything into practice, then it's useless to read the book. So yeah.
ZB's moving too slow for me to trade right now. I will trade it tomorrow. I just don't have a setup in ZB. I mean, I would short here, but I'm going to be looking for like 3 ticks. The ZB is better to swing because it's so slow.
Guys, I wish every day was like today.
What, where Trump tweets?
No, where it's just like, I have a good day. Like,
I just kidding you.
yeah, no, it just like, today was so fun.
It is fun when the markets move quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What's today's range? Like how many points do we move total
I'll tell
today?
you. I mean, I could tell you on ES.
yeah, we're 25. We're 25 down. 25 minutes down into the support I anticipated. So I don't know if we go any lower here. I mean, my stop's 10 points, but I'm looking for a swing back up on highs. We're at the prior day high, which, we barely took out. If we can't continue back up through here, I wouldn't be surprised to see us sweep back down to like 90s or even 80s in the ES 68, 90. We need to.
ES right now is at that one level that I was speaking about earlier, 69.17. I wanted to see the 4-hour sweep of it. Obviously, we pushed way past it. Now we're back here. It's looking like it's using it as support. I would like for us to knife through and come down another 15 points, but bulls are stepping in here.
They're all following me.
Yeah. Wait, what are you in?
I got long 1875. I've had a limit there for like 15 minutes.
Dude, you don't even say anything. I
What's
mean,
on
that's
the
a great
screen? Are you not
entry.
watching? Are you not watching the YouTube?
Yeah, I am, but it's like so tiny. It's like I'm not even.
She's like watching her own chart on the YouTube.
I'm on. No, no, no. I'm watching the chat. No,
She's like, what am I doing?
I'm watching the chat. And
Well, I
and then
figured
here,
if I didn't think you were watching the chat, I wouldn't think you would know where my limits are. I'm not exactly calling them out.
God, because if
I'll
I
let you
if I
know.
put
I'll
a
let you know in the future. I mean, I don't also like. I mean, unless you tell me you want to know, I don't want to influence your trade. I'm not. I don't know if I'm right. Only time.
yeah, yeah.
I don't like to like I would never be like, oh, I'm going long here. Like you should too. Like that's like I've been trading long enough to know I can be wrong. Some people, I don't like trading with people that are so like coercive or like aggressive with their opinions. Because I
Yeah.
trade from a point of view of like really like we're all just playing their own odds, and my trade's different than your trade. I mean, if you tell me that you want to know, I'll tell you, but like I'm never gonna force it down you.
Oh, 100%. I just always thought we were supposed to say when we're entering a
Heck
trade.
is just
That's on his screen though. Like
No,
that's-
I know. I just
Nah.
was like in La La Land. But it is a
Yeah.
very good place to go long. That is where I had TP originally.
I would say if we don't bounce here, I'd rather be short. It's kind of one of those if it doesn't happen, opposite reaction kind of vibes. But I'm also like if my entry is 25 minutes down, so we're 25 minutes of selling pressure off of the high. Like once we're 25 minutes of selling pressure off the high, I'm a little more comfortable as opposed to like buying the first 5 minute candle down or even the second or third because like selling or whatever the way we're moving hasn't had time to like happen. We could always get a second leg down here. I mean, I bet if we crash in the ES, we'll probably crash in Bitcoin too, which I'm short, but all known not equal size. So
Yeah, he's still talking, by the way, Trump.
Anything new?
probably not.
Just now he's talking about credit card interest caps. My
Oh,
one
wow.
screen froze. That's great.
Well, the call sheet odds of will Trump buy at least part of Greenland? It's 41% yes. Damn. Okay.
All right, I'll call my trades out loud. We got a 69.41 quarter stop, a 69.1875 entry on the ES with a stop of 69.0875. Currently short micro Bitcoin 89.780 with the stop at 95.40 and a target of 88.590. And I'll probably move those things each 5 times, so I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, that sounded like you were an auction, like running an auction. Saying numbers so quick.
Loss.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that's what it sounds like. I'm when you're moving orders and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that one was on the screen for a while.
Honestly, I just didn't see it. I mean, it's not even a big deal, but that was definitely my bad.
Deal. It's a big deal. All I know is one of us is gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us is gonna win.
So Trump said that he's down to 2 or 3 picks for the Fed chair, probably down to 1 in my mind. He said he wants a Fed chief like Greenspan in the 1990s.
That's hilarious.
Trump says we'll see how it all works out about Powell staying at Fed after chairmanship term ends. Okay.
Wait, where are you reading this?
Walter Bloomberg.
Walter Bloomberg.
Trump on Powell. If you won't leave the Fed, his life won't be very happy. Okay.
Fractal firm. Yes, I am copying multiple counts right now.
All right, he's done speaking now, says Craig. Okay.
That's great. He said, "Thank fucking God." Bro, Craig is hilarious. All right, here we go. Come on. Do your thing. The tape looks super thin right now from what I'm seeing.
No juice.
I'm ready for this money gun for Salma.
Oh, you got it loaded?
Yeah.
It's either going to go for me or Jack.
Oh.
But hopefully Jack's one short position can pay off.
I don't think I'm moving the market over here, but I could be wrong.
I'm dead. What are your favorite candlestick patterns or reversal patterns? I've spoken about this many, 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 many times. Just hold on, let me. Not that I can. Actually, I can share it. I'll put it up on my chart, and then you guys can see what it is I'm talking about.
That could be.
Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, this is my favorite. My favorite two patterns, depending on the trend, either an evening star or a morning star. Sometimes I prefer for, the second candle's wick to be wickier. They're basically just filled breakouts or breakdowns. But those are my favorite. He said Italian flag.
Or Mexican flag.
Dead. Why is Yacht telling me to TP? I don't want to TP. It's either
there's
TP
always
or stop
backseat
loss.
fortune tellers.
No, the best, Tanya, I don't know, you weren't on, but one time I think it was like me, Leo, and Nick, and someone in the chat was like, the market's gonna pump so much. Like, don't get short, don't get short. We all get short. The market dumps so fat, Tanya. The person just ended up leaving. They never said a thing ever again.
Yeah,
It was,
it's always
You
quiet.
think it was a time traveler?
dude, it was so funny because I remembered their like username, and for like the next 3 sessions, I kept checking to see if they were on.
Oh
They
my
weren't.
gosh.
All right,
It's
there's
like you troll Salma, she'll troll
Was
you
this
back.
recently?
Here we are.
yeah.
Here we are, Salma's TP.
There you go. That is
Oh, good job.
30
Woo!
points there.
Wow, look at that.
Let's
Umpire
go.
reversal.
Are we ready?
Do the money gun, Tanya.
Woo!
There we go. We need music in the back.
Yeah, I know. We need music for when that goes off.
Reload it.
Reload it?
I just lost
Reload.
track.
Reload it. But we need the opposite of that.
So, like, we can't have a pump it up song for dropping.
It's
Unless you're
okay though. I
pumping up
do
your
think
equity curve.
I do think bulls should step up here. If they don't, it's not gonna be a nice close into
Nice
end of the
job.
day.
Same type of action as earlier. Was
She
just
had
like
the guts to
straight up,
short
straight
that,
down.
too.
Salma gonna have to pay for the snow shovel now?
You,
No.
me singing for
No
you.
tip for your brothers?
No, hell no. Are you kidding?
Are they younger?
No, they're much older.
They're full grown
Oh.
men.
They're full
Okay,
grown
okay.
men.
They're
All
full grown.
They don't need ice cream money.
Now I'm the youngest and I have like a pretty big age gap between me and my oldest. Like 14 years or something. I'm not tipping him. He'll be okay. Is Tanya reloading the gun?
I don't know. You guys want me to? The most annoying part is cleaning it up, but I mean, I'll do it if the chat
I
wants me
shouldn't have
to.
got rid of the vacuum.
Yep, you should have kept the vacuum.
What's NG doing? I closed my
vacuum would've
NG
picked
trade.
it up.
I don't know
Dude,
what
this
NG's
is
doing.
this has been
I
an
guess.
absolute insane day.
Woo!
A lot of volatility, that's for sure. Nat gas is on highs. Or close to it. Close the highs of the afternoon at least.
Dollar bills. All right, we'll do it again.
If
then.
I sing, I'm gonna have to quit streaming for the entire week. I'll completely blow what's left of my vocal cord.
If you what?
If I sing,
Your
said if-
vocal cords will be shot.
yeah, they said if they want music, otherwise the stream gets what's it called?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
if you can't have it
it's
going for
Copyrighted.
yeah.
They cancel it.
Yeah.
Damn, look at that, guys. I don't want to toot my own horn, but that was a beautiful exit.
That was a
That
nice
was
exit.
that was awesome.
There we go.
We should have flipped Should have flipped long there. Wow.
Yeah.
Liar buyers don't trust that. What?
Who?
Someone in the chat was saying liar buyers don't trust that.
I don't know.
Mhm.
What buyers?
Definitely holding it where they need to.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely stepped
Yeah.
in where they were supposed to.
What was that low? Like you got out right at the low.
Dude,
That low
yeah,
low.
that
That was
That
a,
was-
that
Killing
was
it
a,
today.
that
That's
was
the
a
thing, is,
high
like, if
that
you're on
first bit of
fire, you
candle.
keep pushing. Yeah.
dude, that was a snipe. I'm telling you,
Snipe.
I wish every day was like this because
your
I could get
scope
used to
out.
this. Yeah, I could get used
All
to
right,
this.
guys, I reloaded the money machine for the chat. Oh my god, I reloaded the money gun. So this is for Salma again. Let's go.
Tanya.
Get the money, dollar bill, yo. Get the money.
There we go. Now I got it.
Wait,
all.
wait.
So
I need to
good.
know though. Are those real dollar bills? Or are those real Benjamins?
Nah, it's gonna get jammed otherwise.
Okay,
Gotta
fair.
get those stiffies.
Also, I'd probably lose it. Lose a few $100 bills. It's not good.
Jack's got a stack on his desk.
I
Yeah.
think why do you do that? Is that to like remind you of how much it's worth? The trade is worth,
yeah,
Jack. Or some
yeah,
people do that.
just to remind myself that it's money's real.
Yeah, I totally feel that.
What is the blue candle? I call that a trend bar, which means 3 out of the 5, at minimum of 3 out of the 5 indicators that I watch are turning from bearish to bullish. So anytime you see a dark red bar, that's the opposite. It's an oscillator that I built that looks for 5 different inputs. And when 3 of those 5 change in less than a 5-bar sequence, it goes into a trend bar, which you can see obviously on that low, we're increasing out of it. Yeah, that's what that is.
Dude, we have Pax in the building.
Hello, Uncle Pax.
Pax
And we got
says
2
hi.
unks in the house.
Pax is like the real unk though.
Yeah. Pax, you're one of the photos on my desk.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's actually really cute.
Yeah.
Very
To
sweet.
remind me not to do dumb shit.
Aw,
It's
that's so
a good
endearing.
reminder.
WWPD, what would Pax do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Daddy's gonna get his Ferragamos.
Bro. That's a great clip.
Ferragamos.
Are you guys on every day? No, we are on sporadically throughout the week.
But like NinjaTrader has streams every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
With other people. I'm on Mondays and trade the open, and Wednesdays trade the close.
I
and
think
then
'cause we
other
hit a-
days I'm on my own channel.
Yeah.
And then Salma is also now going to be on Monday trade the open with me.
Nice. Yeah.
I gotta wake up so early for that.
What? You don't wake up that early anyway?
What?
What? I have to be
You
up at
live
like
on the
6.
East Coast.
Bro, I have to like.
Bro,
have
what
to
time
get
are
up
you
at-
starting? What are you
Wait,
like
what?
driving to the
Okay,
office
okay.
an hour away?
Okay. On a regular day, I'm up at 7:30, depending.
Okay.
But when I'm on with Tanja for Trade the Open, I have to be at my desk much earlier than normal. So I have to allot for that time. So I get
What
up at
time
like.
what time you gotta be
I
at your
don't know why
desk?
you need an hour and a half to get ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What?
saying.
No, because I treat it as like I'm getting ready, as if I'm getting ready to leave the house. So I'll do everything I need to do that I normally would do. I don't just like go from my bed straight to my desk.
Mm-hmm.
I like to ease into my day.
Yeah, me too, but it probably takes me like 45 minutes.
You
Not.
gotta wake up, make sure your car is cleaned off, check in with your brothers.
Yeah.
Just like you're gonna leave the house.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole shebang. I don't know.
East Coast, like your time zone's so easy.
I don't know.
Plus, I mean,
I actually talked to a different trader, and he said that he wakes up 20 minutes before he's at his desk, and I was like, "That's crazy. That's way too."
Who
Wait,
does
how
that?
many minutes?
20 minutes.
Wait, who?
I don't think you know of him,
Oh.
but it's a trader I just met.
Oh, the
and
trader you met.
yeah. And I was like, that's wild. No, I'll like wake up, yeah, whatever, like 7:30.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I have a whole ritual that I need to do, and like, I don't know about you guys, but I tend to habit stack. So like, I like to put things together. They need to get done at the same time. So like,
Yeah.
you
Right.
know,
Do you eat
I,
breakfast?
no, most days I don't, unfortunately.
You got time to eat breakfast.
Unfortunately, I don't think I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to see this. I'm gonna come over and watch you in the morning, get ready in the
Bro,
morning.
I don't
I need
know.
to
It's and
see.
like I like to just move at my own
Salma, stream you getting
pace.
ready. All right, I got to answer this question real quick. What 5 indicators build that trend bar? It is the parabolic SAR, the volume weighted moving average, a leg start, which I refer to as a 3-bar move. So any 3 like continuous bars, so 3 green bars in a row or 3 red bars in a row. Something I call an ATR expansion, which is when the range expands 50% or greater. And that's number 4. And number 5 is a swing mark, which is a 5-bar swing low or a 5-bar swing high. And in those combinations, if 3 of them or greater change within a 5-bar period, the color of my bar changes. So that's your answer. You'll have to rewind the YouTube probably to catch all that, but that's something I've built. But yeah, back to Salma getting ready.
Oh my God.
That's good. We'll have to you may be part of that new thing they're doing in NinjaTrader where it's the NinjaTrader.com/Salma. It'll be like getting ready with Salma, and we'll like be able to get to see like what you're doing.
It's funny because I thought about doing like one of those like life in the day of TikTok
Day in the
videos.
life?
Day in the life. Oh my God, I can't even speak. See, I can't even do the video because I can't even talk. But I just would feel so weird recording that. Like if I did that, I just feel like a dweeb. I don't know.
Get someone else to record.
My indicator is on TradingView, but like I need to like publish it. I'm just a lazy like distributor of that. I've created it and put it on TradingView, but it's not like out there for everybody because I don't have a TradingView subscription. I don't use TradingView. So I just when I get it up on Ninja, I'll get it Ninja priority. Once I get on Ninja, then I'll get it on TradingView. But I need to work with a gentleman over there and then I'll get it to, I guess, sit on their platform. But I have it on like 3 or 4 different platforms, but it's just like I typically just distribute it to people in my trade room.
Guys, I like shorts here again. I would have entered, but I'm just gonna hold off. As long as this 9 EMA rejects and we're below this 17 on ES, bulls don't really have a case.
But yeah, as far as my morning, what I do in the morning to trade, I'm always reviewing ES, GC, CL, and NQ. I'm always looking at those markets, but I have a list of about 20 futures I watch, and I'll pay attention to the ones that have the highest percentage change over a 5 and 20-day period, and then I'll pay attention to like if I want to trade one market or the other, if we've closed above the midpoint and I'm bullish a market and we're opening or we're gapping down after closing above the mid, I'm going to favor that market. So it's like a series of steps. The NinjaTrader is asking us to put some stuff together, and it's been a while since I've done something like that, but I'll get more detailed descriptions of my trading plan in the morning. But I also have a guy that I work with that does a volume profile video, and his name is Perry Wilkie, does a volume profile video and gives me all of these gamma levels, which is, where the market dealer ranges are. And I pay attention to those as well. So that's part of my morning trade plan. And then I do a video every morning. I've been doing a video every morning for probably like 9 years. Of course, like not including days that I'm not working, but many steps. Why no one shorts Natgas right now? Probably because we're getting hit with the biggest storm of winter and nobody wants to stand in front of that train. Maybe over the weekend if somebody's really crazy.
Looks like they might want that yearly open.
Oh boy. Man, oh, actually, really nice move out of that gold low. We're up $50 out of the low in gold. Should keep my eye on that ball. Really nice washout in gold. So like gold tomorrow will be something I'll watch because I'm higher time frame bullish. I mean, we're still up on the day, but we got a really nice bounce out of the lows, and I want to be trading it from the long side. So I'll probably be looking to get long gold tomorrow. I like to kind of plan out the markets I want to trade in from what side, and then I will deviate from that, but my best trades are going to come from opportunities where I'm not deviating from that higher time frame bias. Or if you see something like when you watch multiple markets and you can come up with bigger support or resistance levels, and when those levels trade and have responsive buying or responsive selling, that's ideally like my favorite types of setups, where you're looking for a level over the course of multiple days, that level trades, and you see a reaction to it, the trade in the direction of that trend reaction. So that's why I'm looking at multiple markets and kind of preparing myself.
Real quick, this looks like a potential H on ES, not the cleanest as far as like the L part of the H, the lowercase h, but it looks like we are curving down, and we'll see what they do around this yearly open, around this 0.5 fib level that I have. If buyers don't step in, I don't think this would be the most ideal close on the day for buyers. We'll see how they defend it, though. They do have 13 minutes.
I don't listen to any of the traders mentioned in your question, Philip, because none of them trade futures.
I don't know a single one. I only know you guys.
Really? Man, I've been around the game too long.
I'm just joking. I know a ton of people in the community. I just not many that I like talk to or, do this with.
Well, we got 13 minutes left.
And then
We
the
hit a
best part of
record
your day
today.
is over, Jack.
The best part of my day. What, seeing you guys?
Yeah, and this is the best part of my day as well.
Oh.
The yearly open on ES is about 6902
6902.
or 01. Yeah. I highly recommend you guys add any type of indicator you can find that can give you key levels.
Any indicator that can give you key levels. What's your favorite key level indicator?
Well, I use TradingView. So on TradingView, I use one that's called, I notice you guys can't see that, but it's called Spaceman BTC key levels.
Spaceman beat. What is
Yeah,
this?
weird name,
Bitcoin?
but I got it
But
off
it
another
works.
trader. It
Is it
works.
is it the moon indicator?
I think also Leo was saying that he's dropping some stuff for TradingView, like some indicators. And he's going to be doing a key levels one as well, so you guys can wait out on that one.
Nice. I do enjoy being on here with you guys, but the best part of my
Ditto.
day is getting ready.
Getting ready. See, this is what I mean, though. I get ready like in the morning, and then I don't have to worry about it.
You only get ready once? I get ready to go to
Uh,
the grocery store because I don't see people.
Wait. How many times do we need to get ready?
What
I'm
are we getting
confused.
ready for? Well, what are we getting
Yeah.
ready
What
for?
are we doing? Are we going to the gym?
Confused.
Tanya, I have a not strict, but I'm pretty regimented during the week where my day is literally 9 to 4. I'm at my desk, either streaming or obviously in front of the screens, whatever. And then after 4 o'clock, I'm getting ready to go hit the gym. I'm at the gym by 5:30-ish. I'm out by 6:30. Then I make my way to Pilates. I go hit Pilates. Then I'm back home in front of my desk doing some night work and then go to sleep and do it all over again.
So she doesn't eat at all, you guys.
Oh, well, I eat somewhere in between, but whenever I can find the time.
Whenever she can find the
Attention
time to
traders,
eat. You
it's
gotta
algo
add,
time.
you gotta add it to the Google Calendar.
Dude, hold on. Salma, do you even lift? Actually, you guys would be surprised. I won't talk about it on stream, but you would be surprised.
Oh, she's a power lifter. I'm not going to
No,
talk about it
not,
on stream.
not a power lifter by any means, but definitely
350, we're pushing lower.
there it is. So come on, give us that yearly open. String B. I'm not sure what you mean by you never saw my link to the RTH auto. What's that? I don't know.
RTH auto fib or something.
No, I didn't share anything about a fib.
Yeah. I will be trying to do my best to get myself better tonight. I didn't even talk to anybody yesterday.
Dude, vitamin C, trust.
Like I got in an Uber and the guy was driving so terribly I couldn't even yell at him. I was just like pointing
Was
with
it a
my
Tesla?
finger. No, it wasn't. I don't
No.
remember what kind of car it was, but he like tried to merge over 5 lanes of highway traffic, like took a wrong route and then wanted to get back on the highway going the opposite way of my house. And I was like losing my mind because I couldn't yell at him. I was just stuck in the back of this Uber with like a mute. I was like, this is what it's got to be like. I'm so grateful I have a voice. And then I texted my mom. She wanted to call me. I was like, I don't have a voice. And she thought it was so much deeper than that. She's like, what's going on? Why can't you speak to me, honey? I'm like, Mom, like I just lost my voice.
Oh, he's concerned.
She is. She's this sweet lady.
Here we're dropping towards that.
If we close here, it would be a decent place to pin us. We'd still leave things a little bit up in the air for tomorrow. Obviously, that differs depending on, Asia's session and what happens overnight. But it looks like bulls are stepping in right where they need to. Dal, you can find everything relating to me on my Twitter. And I have a link in my bio on Twitter, and you can find everything there. What is the indicator name? Which indicator, guys? Oh, I just deleted it. No. Shoot. You guys made me delete my indicator. I just lost it. All right, got it back. Okay, I'm dropping the link for the indicator one last time.
One last time.
That's it.
Gotta celebrate.
I don't think that's how the song goes, Tanya.
One more time. Ooh.
All right, guys, they're gonna drop the link in the chat for all of you guys to see it. There you go. Bless you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. You have the Zoom feature on where it like follows you.
It's my
You
camera.
just went to go
No.
sneeze and it just followed you. That was great.
It's it's called an Insta something 360.
The Polaroid picture thing?
No, it's a camera type. Let's see. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Insta 360.
And that's in stacks. Mm.
Getting a little pump here. Oh man. Yeah, the thing about the steam room is I gotta have to walk to it. I don't have one in my building. I think this hold here is, good for a continuation tomorrow. If we open up above these levels
Yep, I agree.
tomorrow, it's like that early that you mean that we're right at the prior day high in the NASDAQ. We're at that
Yeah.
morning high, that 11 o'clock high in the ES.
Yeah, we likely just get pinned here.
I agree. I think it's a decent place to close the day.
Yeah.
We're above the midpoint for the day, and I believe I haven't checked the Russell, but I always look at are we at the above the middle of the day or not? And then if we're above, like especially after a down move like that we've been having, we're above it. And the Russell's up to almost 2%. My goodness, that's the first time I've looked at it today. That's
I'm
it.
surprised. You usually
Wow.
look at it way more.
I know. Well, I just wasn't. I was out of it. I wasn't even. I mean, I'm sick. Like, I don't like trading when I'm sick because my mental clarity and focus is just not there. Like I think you really got to always do like a self evaluation. I mean, I'm on stream, so got to show up and do my job. But just being aware of your mental clarity, and mine is not 100% right now.
I think that's really important, yeah. It's like if you're sick and like you have a certain amount of energy every day and it's not infinite. So you have to pick and choose what you have the energy for, and like the even discipline and focus is not infinite. It's like every morning you wake up, you have a new supply of it, but you as the trading session goes on and on, like I feel myself getting more tired and easier, harder to focus.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the other thing about trading that like I would say it requires concentration with patience, which are like kind of don't really go hand in hand. Because
Mhm.
typically
What
when you're
up, Jim?
Hi,
Hey,
Jim.
Hey guys,
we broke some records today.
dude, the money gun is enough. You guys didn't have to trade. Good job though. Trading in that gas, Jack. That's brave. That was when I was a commodity broker for like 20 years. That market, not silver, that market was the widowmaker.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine being on the wrong side of the move that we've just had. I would never hold anything overnight in NatCast or especially into the weekend, but so I'm not too concerned about the liquidity or even into like a report at all. But I guess I stuck my neck out on it here today because it was moving and it ended up being really the market that I should have stuck with at all. So
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. Well, great job, everybody. I'm just wondering where we're going to end today. We have, on the daily candle, we almost have an equal and opposite candle from, depending on where we close here. It's still a little bit of an
Yeah.
inside bar, but almost an equal and opposite.
yeah.
That was not on my dance card.
No, that is crazy. Yeah, it's an outside candle. Took out yesterday's low and high. So it's been a wild day.
Yeah, the wicks are brutal. Don't look at this morning's NinjaTrader Live open where I'm like, Sal, this is the most bearish day in the world. Oh
That's
my
funny.
goodness. In any event, we'll find out in a minute and 13 seconds.
I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Oh, 13 seconds. That's all we got, huh?
No, I
A
think we
minute
got,
and 13
Um,
seconds.
yeah,
Mhm.
think. I gotta get my timer going here. Yeah, we got a minute. Minute left. NASDAQ is, what's NASDAQ doing?
I'm ready for the day to end myself.
Looks exactly the same. Russell's going to close at the top, though, everybody.
Yep, just took a look at that for the first time here today. Wow, up 52 points, pushing 2% on new highs, right?
We're referring to it as the mighty Russell.
It's a little engine that could.
Absolutely. Here we go. We're getting close. And
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we
wow.
go.
That's it.
Wow. Right off of that MenthorQ 1-day max. It's amazing. Any event, thank you guys. Awesome afternoon. Appreciate you guys being here. Everybody in the chat, thank you for being part of the community. Everybody listening, not in the chat, thank you for being from part of the community. Let's give these traders a round of applause for good work done.
Woohoo. Hit that like button.
All right, where's the sound effect? Damien. Any event, thank you guys for doing that. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody hitting that subscribe button. Super important to us. We're going to get that 200,000, and there's going to be giveaways galore for that. So let's get going. Let's get to that 200,000 super quick.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then tomorrow, hang on a second. Tomorrow, you won't believe this. So 8 a.m. start. Special guest, Katie Stockton. I don't know if you follow Katie or you know Katie. She's brilliant, and she's going to be on with Deli and Shy early in the morning. Farm for Tape Talk, Trade the Open with Nick for a Tick and Jack Gleason. We have midday market. Here he is. We have midday markets with Leo, and Salma is coming back tomorrow morning. More Salma. Wait, we're not done. Trade the close. Salma's coming back, doing double duty tomorrow with Joey and XYZ. So spectacular lineup again tomorrow at NinjaTrader Live. Having said all that, appreciate everybody being here today. I do want to remind everybody, most important message of the day, please be safe out there and be good to each other. See you soon.
Bye, guys. Bye, chat.